Rift is alive. And before you say, wait, in your review you said the game is dead. Yes, I did say that. But because of the founder / our boss, EDEN68, and against all logic, we've got a movement called Fresh Start. This has brought tons of players crawling out of MMO retirement and back to Rift. So this community project kicked off on the US server Deepwood. No corporate PR push by Gamigo, no big ad campaign, just one dude posting on Reddit like, you know what, Rift deserves another run. And somehow, it worked fine. He then created the Discord, which has more than 600 people by now, as well as countless information resources for builds, add-ons and crafting. Steam charts jumped 15% already, and that's not even counting the ones who play outside of Steam, and this is probably the majority of the players. Some of these players just start over new without having any real restrictions. But there is also a group of dedicated old school players that play according to an era rule set. This rule set restricts which content you can play and also has a level cap. It is wild how lively Rift feels again. You log in expecting an empty game world, but instead you find people forming dungeon groups, chatting in zone, and shouting about Rift events like it's 2011 once again. The only issue so far is the split between EU and US players. They play on the same server, but due to time zone differences, they can't really meet each other. But for the questing phase of the game, this does not restrict in any way. And there are probably enough EU players, and US players there are not anyway, and US night owls to gather enough people for raiding in the EU time zone. For my fresh start character, I rolled up a dwarf rogue in the Guardian faction. And to summarize the state of the game in a nutshell, Rift was always secretly a really good game, sabotaged by some bad corporate decisions, which led to players vanishing to other MMOs. The classic tap target combat still slaps, the build system is wildly flexible, and the world feels like it has weight. It's handcrafted and really beautiful. Just to be clear, I played Rift when it was released for, I think, 1 month, and then I dropped it until this year. So I don't have any big nostalgic feelings for this game. But I really much enjoy and respect this community project. So here is a toast to Rift, to the players who never really left, to the new players, to the returning players, and all the ones filling the world once again. If you've been craving that old school MMO spark, maybe it's time to jump back into Rift. Because for the first time since I returned to the game, Telara feels alive. If you want to participate, feel free to join the Discord in the description.